Alright guys, check this out. Today on the channel, we've got the XTU J9 Plus battery-powered doorbell camera. Now this budget-friendly camera has 2K high-def video, no subscription fees, and offers a wide variety of premium features that you're typically only finding in those so-called high-end cameras. Now, today we're going to be unboxing it. We'll be walking you through the setup procedure. We'll test the performance, and I'll let you know what I think, guys. So let's get into it. Alright, let's tear into the box and check out what's all included. Got an XTU customer service card. We've got a pair of 24/7 monitoring security stickers. The J9 Plus user manual. Now the user manual on this one looks to be quite nice, very well done. There's the QR code for the MoreCam app, which you'll need to download to access the camera. And we'll review that momentarily. Looks like it goes over all installation instructions, pairing instructions. So it's a very well done manual. Looks like it goes over everything you need to know to get the J9 Plus up and running. We've also got the J9 Plus here, which we'll have a closer look at in a moment. A wireless doorbell chime. Mounting hardware. Looks like we've got some double-sided adhesive pads as well. This is a little key to actually unlock the J9 Plus from the mounting bracket, which is built into the housing here. And then your charging cable. It is highly recommended to fully charge the J9 Plus before using it. You have a standard Type A USB that will plug into any 5-volt socket, and then Type C USB that'll plug into the J9 Plus to charge it up. Alright, let's bring in the J9 Plus and have a closer look here. You have your 2K high-def camera with 180 degrees field of view, PIR sensor, that little hole right there, that's your microphone. There's your doorbell button, speaker on the bottom, your charging port on the side. We can open up that waterproof cover, and that'll reveal the Type C charging port as well as the reset button. And the mounting bracket on this one, guys, is quite interesting. It's actually built within the housing of the J9 Plus. You get this little tool included here. There's a little hole in the bottom. Put the tool in the hole, press, and it's going to release the J9 Plus from the mounting bracket. You can see the slotted holes there. You'll use the included mounting hardware to mount the bracket to whatever surface you're mounting it to. And then actually, look, it reveals the micro SD card slot as well there. And this will handle a 32 up to 128 gigabyte micro SD card. And to reattach the J9 Plus, that's it. Alright, quickly before we get into the setup, here's what's promised with the J9 Plus. 2K ultra high def video, 180 degree panoramic view, two-way talk, PIR motion detection with alerts, infrared night vision, local storage up to 128 gigabyte, as well as limited cloud storage, which they offer 6 seconds of recording for each event recorded with the J9 Plus. Alexa and Google Assistant support, IP66 weatherproof rating, and this thing's got a 5200 milliamp hour built-in rechargeable battery. We're going to set up the J9 Plus now. If you haven't already, you're going to want to download the app, which is the MoreCam app. QR code is in the manual. Scan that code, download the app, available for your iOS or Android device. Sign up for an account, and you'll be right where we are right now, where we're going to pair the camera to the app and get it up. And the thing we need to do is power up the J9 Plus by pressing the doorbell button. There we go, red light comes on, camera powers up. Let's open up the MoreCam app now. Now you can see we have two options to add the device. You can scan code to add. There's a QR code on the back of the camera, or you can add manually. But here's another trick, guys. As long as you have your Bluetooth enabled on your device you're setting up the J9 Plus with, you can hit add manually, and you can see upper left hand corner, it's already found the camera. Click on that, and now it's searching for your Wi-Fi. Now, you do want the device you're setting it up with to be connected to the same Wi-Fi that the J9 Plus will be connected to. As well, it has to be a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi for the J9 Plus to work. So select your Wi-Fi, input your password, click next. And we're now connecting the J9 Plus to our network. There we go, added successfully. So it's got a built-in installation guide. It'll run you through how to install the J9 Plus.
Put camera and phone at the place of camera installation. Press next to enter network diagnostic.
And now we're just going to follow the on-screen instructions from the app to finalize the pairing of the J9 Plus. And there we go, guys. Now you can see we have great Wi-Fi signal. They do recommend that you do this pairing in the installation location so that it can determine that your Wi-Fi reception in that area is adequate. You can see fisheye lens there, 180-degree field of view. And we can hit play, and that'll bring us back into the live stream. And there we go. I actually really like very high quality camera here. Nice looking picture. Right, I'm going to get ready to install the J9 Plus now. I'll be using the screws that came in the included hardware pack, but if you're looking for a drill-free option, also included are these double-sided adhesive pads. Now, it is recommended to install the camera about chest level to get the best field of view. So I'm going to head outside, we'll get the J9 Plus installed, and then we'll come back, review some of the functions and features that are offered in the app. A tool here to separate it from the mounting bracket. And then we're just going to take that mounting bracket, line it up where we want to install it using the included screws, and screw it into place. A nice thing about the slotted holes here is we can dial it right in, make sure we're plumb, level. And then we'll just snug it up. There we go. Now that I've got the J9 Plus installed, which by the way was very easy, we can go back into the MoreCam app and check out the functions and features that are offered within the app here. We'll start by hitting the play button to check out the live feed. And there we go, guys. Check that out. Connected fast. Nice crisp picture there. And that 180-degree field of view, that fisheye lens is great. I am picking up so much more on my front porch than I was with my previous camera. Now, along the bottom here, we have some icons: screenshot, intercom, original sound, record, motion detection, siren, and album. Well, let's go back. Screenshot is exactly what it is. It's going to take a screenshot of the live feed. Intercom, you would press that to have a two-way conversation with somebody who's on the other end. So if they don't press that doorbell to initiate a call, you can actually go into the intercom and hit that icon here and have a two-way conversation with them without them hitting the doorbell button. Original sound, what that is, well, let's click that. Original sound is just your original voice. It's not disguised. Next to that, you have clown voice, which is a high-pitched voice, and then uncle voice, which is like a low, deep voice. So you're able to disguise your voice with the clown and uncle options here. That is great. Moving on, record. Exactly again, instead of doing a screenshot, we're now screen recording the live feed. And to stop it, you just hit the record button again. Motion detection. So this is one way to get into the motion detection settings. So you can see you can turn it on and off. Back on. You can adjust the sensitivity, humanoid detection on and off. You can adjust the humanoid detection settings. You have power saving mode, performance mode, custom mode, recording time. Right now it's at 10 seconds, but we can go 20, 30. Automation, I'm assuming that just records automatically and won't stop recording until the motion has completely stopped. I'll put it at 20 seconds. That's kind of where I like it. Alarm intervals. Now we have the alarm off, but you can put the alarm intervals 2, 5, and 10 minute intervals. Alert plan. Now, alert plan is great. You can add your alert time. So if you have your doorbell set up in an area where you don't necessarily want to get alerts at certain times, you can set up an alert plan and set up the alarm or the notifications to come on only during certain parts of the day, certain days, certain times a week, fully customizable. And then humanoid alarm area. This is going to allow you to customize the area where you get an alarm. Now I'm going to leave it exactly the way it is. I want this whole area covered, but you would just hit that plus button and you can just set up a custom alarm area. Right? You may not want to get back at the very back there, but right at the front, there you go. And you can just save it like that, hit save, and it's there. Now you can set up multiple areas. We'll go back into it here. We'll wait for it to connect. So you have that area. You can have area 2, as many as you want, area 3, right? And you can also delete them. Hit save. So it's nice that the J9 Plus through the app here is fully customizable. That is great. We'll back out of there. Next icon over is the siren icon. So that's going to manually turn on the alarm. So if we press that, and then you can hit OK. And now the siren is on for 30 seconds. You can stop it though, just by hitting the icon again. Moving over to there is your album. Well, that's where your screenshots and your screen recordings have gone. There's our screen recording we took. Right there. We can swipe over to the screenshots we took. Not bad. All right, so that covers all the icons along the bottom. Now let's look at just above those icons. You can see live. Well, that's the live feed we're currently looking at. Then you have history. So this history is going to be the alerts and the detections that have been captured by the camera that are on the SD card. And that motion detection actually works quite nicely. These are alerts that I have set up with the motion. Now those are in green. In yellow, I believe is when I've pressed the doorbell. So we'll slide over. And yeah, that's where I've pressed the doorbell. So it's nice how it separates the motion detections from the doorbell being pressed. And we can actually make that a little bit bigger. Like so. Looks like I've got another doorbell that I pressed right here. Very nice. Okay, and then next to that is your cloud. I haven't set up the cloud. It's not something that I usually set up with these security cameras because I prefer to use the internal storage with the micro SD card. But if you did want to use the cloud, mentioned it earlier, you do get a free cloud storage option for 6 seconds of storage for each event that is recorded with the J9 Plus. All right, back to the live feed, and you can see how quickly that connects. All right, now I want to check out the settings. Gear icon, upper right-hand corner, brings up all the settings. You can see my Wi-Fi reception, where I have it installed, is 87%. We can actually go in here. We can rename the device. I'm going to do that while I'm here. Front door. Done. Save. All right, you can see location management, network, signal strength again. Beneath that, we have receive alert notifications. You can turn that off and on. Now, with it off, you're not going to receive those push notifications. Motion detection, we've already reviewed the motion detection, but this is the alternate way of getting into the motion detection settings. Image settings, so you get your anti-flicker, and you have your night vision mode. So the night vision on this one, right now it's on automatic. So automatic, it allows the camera to control the infrared cut filter based on the amount of light in the scene. It's going to be switching from day mode to night mode automatically. Beneath that you have day mode, which will stream only in color, and then night mode, which will stream in black and white. So automatic for me is the best setting because this camera is set up in daylight in the day, and obviously it's going to get dark out and we're going to need it to automatically switch over to night mode. All right, backing out of there, next we have device share. Well, this is where you would share your device with family and friends so they have access to the J9 Plus as well. Okay, and as mentioned earlier, it does have a built-in installation guide, full installation guide built right into the app, location management, work indicator. Now that'll turn the little red light or blue light that was around the doorbell button. You can hit that work indicator. That's going to turn that light off. I like keeping it on, so leave it on. Time setting, 12-hour clock, or with it off, 24-hour clock. We'll leave it at 12-hour. Sound settings. Now the sound settings, you can turn your microphone, your recording voice, and the speaker on and off, and you can also adjust the speaker volume. We'll leave it at 70. That's where it's from the factory. So under sound settings is video encryption, which you can turn on and off. Next we have chime setting. So the wireless chime here, you can turn on and off, and when the doorbell is pressed, the wireless chime here will ring, so you don't have to have your phone on to receive a call from the front door. The wireless chime is there to notify you like a regular doorbell. All right, below that we have voice message. This is actually pretty cool. It allows you to pre-record a voice message, so if somebody rings that doorbell, you can send them to the voicemail, which they'll hear this voice message you pre-recorded. That's something I haven't seen with these doorbells, is this option. That is very cool. I like that. And beneath that we have our AI Intelligent. So this is a paid upgrade, allows it to using AI to determine whether it's a person, pet, vehicle, an animal, or a bird. So if you're interested in that, you can explore that a bit more right there. And then we have battery management. You can see my battery is at 100%. Schematic of charging and electricity usage statistics. All right, then we've got recording management. You can turn the video switch on and off. So that's going to be, if you turn that off, it's no longer recording to the SD card. You'll have to use the cloud. But enable that, you can see the SD card capacity, and you can also format your SD card right through the app. Cloud storage services. These are the cloud storage services. And as you can see, you can enable that basic cloud storage, which gets you 6 seconds of cloud storage video for free. And Amazon Echo and Google Home, also compatible with the J9 Plus here. And other than that, guys, well, we might as well check if there's a new version. Looks like we've got the most current version installed. And beneath that, you can restart the device and delete the device right from the app. Hey, guys, for a sub $100 doorbell camera, the J9 Plus pretty much checks all the boxes. Very impressed. If you're comparing it to a higher end model like a Ring or Nest doorbell, the J9 Plus, honestly, it holds its own. No subscriptions required, so you're not paying that monthly fee. And the video quality advertises 2K. Honestly, it was a lot better than I expected. I wasn't expecting it to live up to what they're advertising, and it did. So guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks again to XTU for sending out the J9 Plus for me to share with you guys here today. If you want to get some more info or even grab one for yourself, I've got links down below in the description. Check it out there, and we'll see you on the next one.